All right, well, in the spirit of saying what I've been doing, it's like I'm polishing everything off. So here, for example, I had a thing where you had to click and then click again while holding the Alt key, click to select. So I have to change that to be more like what people expect. So there you can see the things that are selected start to pulse. I don't know. I've been wondering I could outline them in red. There's a lot of ways to show they're selected. So I've been working on that. But right now, I'm going to work on my map feature where I can copy stuff. So for example, here, Happy Map. I can copy that, and it comes up with a name, and I hit return. Okay, it doesn't insert it in the list, so I've got to do that. And there it is. I reloaded the page. It did actually work. It just didn't insert it in there. Now the problem is right now it's copying the map definition, but not all the items, not all the places in the map. So I have to change that. And where I'll have to do that is in the source code. So put application over here so I can have both of them. So I have this class maps handler here. This is on the server. This part here is on the server. And then here's where the web interface is asking for. When I press this copy button, here's where it goes. So it finds out the original name. This is jQuery, the $sign. So copy button is an HTML element. I've assigned a click function. Here's the function that'll run. This is going to be that element. This turns it into a jQuery object, which gives me functions like data, and I've stored the map name in that button. So each of these buttons has the map name in it. I create a proposal for the new map name, which is the original name up here, plus underscore copy. Then right now I'm going to do this some other way, right? But for quickness, I'm probably going to release it this way. I do a prompt dialog box. It says give a map tag, no special characters. This word appears in the map URL. This console log makes the message go out on the console log developer tool. If there is a new map name set, then go ahead and send. And the reason is because if they hit cancel, this will be null, and then that will be false, and this won't run. So only if they've given a map name, then I want to do an AJAX request. Type post, here's the URL, maps copy map. Use data type JSON means convert the returned information to JSON, and then here's the data. And as it's working, I'll add a success function. Data, the return data like that. So I save this, but that won't do anything yet. So see if I hit copy, it brings, this is the prompt, see underscore copy and so on. I also have to make something to check for names that haven't been used yet. If I try to make a copy, it should not create a second. Maps have to have a unique name. I think I'm going to have your username be the beginning of the map name, but I still have to check with the server if the map name's free because you might have used it before. Little details like that end up taking time. But it's starting to get nice, you know. I can hit settings and change the settings, you know. I can delete the maps. It confirms. I did this lock and unlock because I didn't want to accidentally delete these 3 maps that are actually important to me. So this makes that easier. And then what I'd do if I'd actually change the code is I'd go and restart the server. But so what I'm going to have to do is over here on this side, here's where you see this is a handling web request. This handles post request. This checks the if you're authorized. I'm not done with that. I have to check to see if you own the map. Right now it just checks if you're in either of these groups or the God group. I have some modules to help with maps and the Mongo proxy to help with the Mongo. Here's how I get the original name out of this this data structure. I have the new map name and I have the original name. Here's me getting them on the server side. Original name equals the parameters are named thusly. This is how I print things out on the server side so that they come out in my log there. Here I am going to Mongo and getting the map that has that name. This is a more fancy way, a pretty printer for printing structures. And I set the map name to be the new map name. I add, and then I get the original title. I propose a new title, copy of the original title. If there is an original title, because it doesn't have to be, but I'm making people set it, then I set that to the new title. And I delete the Mongo ID from that structure so that it won't think it's that I've changed the old map. And then I create this map with that data structure. And that map2 thing is a Mongo Morsel object that knows how to put itself into the database. Boom, and then it's put in. So, for example, Big C Town, copy. It says Big Town copy. I say OK. Now there's copy. See, it just made the title that. And then if I want to change that, I can go through here and change things. The other coastal town. I'm going to make it so you can't change map handles after the fact, because that actually creates a separate instance if you do that. Go over to save map. Now it's called the other coastal town. So what I need to do to make it copy the items is this is all copying the just the map itself, and what I'll have to do is something like I do down here in delete, where I have a bit of a kludge in the Morsel map items delete. This needs to go into the maps handler. It's in a more general purpose handler here, and I'll need to do something like this. But I say remove items here instead of remove items. I'll be iterating through. Here, I'll show you remove items. Here's remove items. So what'll happen is this is my query. It'll be all of the items that have the map name in question. This creates the cursor to the database. Then I can loop over the cursor. And here where I delete object, instead of that, I'll remove its ID and save it, change the map name and save it, so that I'll get a copy of the item, but with the new map name, so that you can copy maps. And this is just me counting, in the case of deleting, which ones delete or not, so that I can return a detailed report. All right, cheers.